For the Bruelas that are born in China to go to those schools, it's like you trying to turn into UCT straight, dry G. Education is important everywhere. Dog Nelson Mandela said it. There's no money. There's no disposable income to just start a business now. Ends up fast.
True.
Sharp.
To make it big. It's like the other one's like, why you? Why not me?
Like if you try to like bring change or anything like that, a lot of people straight to social media, they bash you.
Hey Drippers, and welcome to the 5th episode of the Dripanomics podcast, live from Sense Studios. Today, we are back again with the host, with the most, Miss K, and I am here with the favorite co-host.
Laids Allen, aka the biggest city fan out there. Today, we have a special guest. Mara, he's coming back for the second time.
Eish!
This time, I wrote to China.
I don't know China, guys.
And Beijing, Shanghai, Ning Hao or something.
Hey,
Marota reports the whole story. And
Good-
we'll get it from him or what's going on.
Ke kwela a re ni hao, so re tlo utlwa gore
Ni
na
hao
re
ma.
ni hao ke eng, because
Di ni hao ma.
you know, we are in South Africa, yena o tswa China, so
Eish,
can't wait to
eish.
hear more. But anyway, guys, you guys know him, the CEO of Dripanomics Tutorials, the one, the only, no introduction needed, Remofilwe Kagiso Sekgobela.
Dango. Hey, balana my notes.
Can you get like a hi in China first? Thank you.
Actually, first and foremost, thank you so much for the warm invite, guys. You know, being here on such a public platform, I'm proud. I'm honored. Ni hao. Ni hao ma.
Oh.
Xie Pakechi. That's all I know, actually, but I'll teach you a bit more. But yeah, thank you so much for having me, Ellen and Remofilwe, of course. Dango.
Thank you for coming. But you said
course.
like a lot of ni haos and can you just like tell us what
Tell
the
us what
minyan?
Okay,
Ni
so
hao.
ni hao basically is hi. Right?
Hi,
Ni
okay.
hao ma is like hi, how are you? And then xie is basically thank you, because when people do things in China, when you don't know the language, you can only thank them. So xie. And
I know that one from Karate Kid, by the way.
Karate Kid. Okay, let me not do
Xie.
some weird stuff. Karate Kid, shout out. Jackie Chan. Eh?
No, Karate Kid.
Karate Kid, Jackie Chan, the man.
No,
Smith.
can't
Jaden Smith, no?
No.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Think so.
yes.
Like, is that not
Man,
Jackie
that's
Chan?
Jackie Chan.
I'm talking about the real one. Okay, I'm talking about the famous one. Yeah, Jaden Smith and Will Smith.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
Karate
with
Kid.
Karate Kid.
Karate Kid,
Not the
then,
original, not the original.
So originally Jackie Chan.
No, the original ki ewe no bolelang ka yona. The mainstream one is the one I think I'm talking about. Yeah, Jackie Chan, Jaden Smith, the son of Will Smith.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So yeah, xie. Thank you. Pakechi is what they would say, which is my pleasure. And then from there, you lost me. Yeah, I'm trying.
Oh, from there, it's
So
China.
it's
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
So drippy always.
I'm chilling. Today something light, something casual. I don't want to say too crazy. Something light. Of course, balana my notes. And if you get it, you get it. If you don't, forget about it. Not too crazy.
Since this is a China episode, outfit inspo.
My chat is nowadays I just wake up and just be me. I don't have inspo. I feel as if there's nothing on social media right now that can inspire me to that extent. I feel as if I've exhausted what I can get inspired by. Now I just wake up every day. My closet is kind of stupid, so I just wake up, see what I like, what's matching, the weather. Then I just do it. I don't really care about how it looks as long as I feel good. And then ironically, people love it. So yeah, that's the situation.
We love it.
Of course. Tango.
So you just wake up and just roll.
It's just the vibes.
So thingy, we know you are from China now.
Ni hao.
Mara, I think a lot of people want to know
Yeah.
how did you like get to China and all of these
What
things?
is the backstory behind that?
So first and foremost, again, it's God's grace. Nkulunkulu number one. Then of course my family supporting me. But of course, I think most importantly not most important because it's God number one. But like I genuinely think it's my staff, my tutors. They really put me on. My partners, particularly Gugu, Gift, working with me throughout the way. Okay, let me just chill. I hope now this is better. But like, yeah, so Gift, of course, Gugu, shout out to the staff. Everyone was working overtime, so that really helped, really put us on. In terms of how we got it, this is for those that are studying at University of Johannesburg, which is the best university in Mhlabeni.
Yo.
There's these weird announcements on Ulink. Of course, hey guys, Ulink is down. Hey guys, no water. Sometimes it's a thing about gender-based violence. Sometimes it's about AI.
Yeah.
At the bottom there, there's like entrepreneurship, China by train. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. Let me just click on. I saw it and then I think I minds it. I minds it because I was like, China by train. Ain't no way, boy. Minds did. But then what happened is one of our lecturers for entrepreneurship, because I do entrepreneurship 3, she sent the post on announcements like it's a normal chapter of work.
Yeah.
Hey guys, there's this thing. So what happened? You see, God is good all the time. The deadline she had for us, those people that were applying, was 12 p.m. 12 p.m. is afternoon when the sun is out, not the one midnight. Okay? Just have to say it out there. I saw the message at 11 a.m., which is an hour before.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how? If lecturer is saying it, then it's UJ accredited. Let me see. If you have a passport, business, ends up, boy, just apply. Me, I like things. I'm like, I saw it on New Link. I'm seeing it now with like the lecturer. I have nothing to lose. It's a sign, genuinely. So I'm like, I bet. I have nothing to lose. I had a passport, Rakha. Business proposal, nyana, Rakha. This was about my Valentine's Day, nyana. So, Lena ile jola rena ra bereka. Nothing too crazy. I submit, I relax, tranquilo. Valentine happens, I get my heart broken. Psych. Time flies, like 3, 4, 5 days after. Hi, what's your full name? This is them responding. How? My full name. I'm like, Suga, no matter. 121212. My student number is this. This and this and that. Then they're like, okay, interesting. You say you have a tutoring business. Do you have any social media platforms? By virtue of us being the biggest, that was very easy to produce. Because our WhatsApp channels, I think then had like maybe 550 followers. Now we're on like 800. Our YouTube then I think was on like 750 maybe subscribers. Now we're on like 1.3. Our WhatsApp groups, we have a lot of WhatsApp groups. We're in a lot of WhatsApp groups. So I just submitted all of those documents. Then they're like, fascinating, interesting. It seems like you have a good thing solid going on. Then we spoke about the food donation drive. We spoke about the website we have, which is the old website of last year, and the Dripanomics Grail, which is yet to be implemented at a full proportion scale as how it should be utilized. So I submitted that as like, this is what we're also working on to submit recorded lessons. Then they were like, nah, solid. We'll get back to you. It seems interesting. This important part I missed. In that document, I also showed we showed our financials and how much we made and stuff. Of course, we can't disclose that. But, we are very, life ain't that bad.
Yeah,
no, I'm joking. It's bad, guys. It's bad.
You can see
come
right.
on.
It's not that
Life.
Thing
bad.
is, this is so cheap even. This is like what? Come on, Maraba start level, what I mean? So we submitted all of that. Everything was good. Then we pause again. We chill. Then it was this Monday. I remember. I will never forget it. Eco 3A. We're in class. We taught by this other lecturer. Shout out to him. Nice person. You're my goat. Bit. He's explaining work. I'm just genuinely confused. I'm not hearing him. I'm not hearing him. He's on chapter 4. Me, I'm already on chapter 2. Just bambisa.
Yeah.
That thing of thing is, when you're doing your final year, you just console yourself by attending. Otherwise, you feel as if I have a fun.
Yeah.
Something's wrong. So I was just attending. I can hear. Here's better if I just study one man, get my distinction, pull malana. But I'm like, let me just chill. Let me respect you, Jay. Pay school fees, duh. I'm about to leave. Now I'm like, here I'm wasting my time. Notification. Congratulations, you are chosen for. Then I'm like, word.
Wait, can you please paint a picture of your initial reaction?
Nah, me genuinely when I thought or when I heard I was going to China, I thought I was getting scammed. But I won't lie, I thought I was getting scammed. But
Human
until
trafficking.
I saw, not even human trafficking. That was more my parents. Me, I felt as like this can't be. Like already God has blessed me so much, bro. Or blessed us as Dripanomics so much. For me, it felt like a dream. It's like, it can't be. That thing is, it can't be. It can't be. So I was like, China. Like, let me chill. Because it was just an acceptance. But there was no communication further than that.
Oh, okay.
So we agree. Thank you. Submit this. We submit. They're quiet. Nothing's happening. So now I'm telling my people at home, ni hao ma, nya China type shit. Everyone boxes me. No one's taking me serious. My dad now is concerned. China, human trafficking. I think my dad didn't even want me to go to China, if I'm being frank. I was like, it's too far. I was worried. My mom was not even happy. I don't know if it's not even happy. They were just scared. Ni hao ma. No one has went to Ni hao ma, right? To China. It's crazy. Don't baha, bro. That's how they speak. Like, that language is culture. That shit is hard. But like, yeah, so that happened. Dog, nothing happened really. I was chilling. I think it was more of my friends that were gassed. They were like, yo, boy.
You're
China.
really going.
China.
I'm really going. But me, I'm still tranquilo. I'm chilling. I bet things happen. Now they start asking us to talk about the food we're allergic to. Like, man, hey, what's going on? Allergic? Let's go. Me, because I'm happy, I'm like, don't I eat anything. So when they write, what are you allergic to? Me, I write NA because I'm not allergic to nothing. Some people, they say they're allergic to things that are alive and are walking. I'm like, dude, come on, what's going on? Like, what do you mean? Like, what's going on? Not even. Like, Chinese food is actually hard. Like, I genuinely think it's okay than SA food. People are just not ready for the conversation.
Please.
Thing is, you're not ready for the conversation.
No.
They make better. I'm not talking about sparko and mohodu and stuff like that. Of course, that's African cuisine. But I'm talking about like steak. Of course, noodles and sushi, that's their home ground advantage. You can never touch them. But like steak, ribs, ducks, I guess. I can't say chicken because they don't eat. The chicken is good too, but I think SA chicken is good. But like their duck is low-key good. Don't be surprised. Duck is actually nice. They have these other food. There's some things I just didn't know by name. I just ate, dog, and I was just blessed. Malaga, I was okay. So yeah, that happened. Your life is good. Thank God, always. I'm not sure if I even answered your question now. What was the question? This interview is gonna just be, the whole China thing.
No, the main question was
how did it come about? How did China essentially become part of your journey?
No, but I mentioned it, I guess. I just applied through that thing. I got accepted. Now they're talking about your allergies and stuff. Submit, how jiggy. Hey guys, let's create a WhatsApp group. I think I joined late. I'm already seeing people talk about, hey guys, in China there's no WhatsApp. We use WeChat. I'm like, hey, ni hao ma. Hey, then I see there's no YouTube. There's Bilibili. I'm like, word. Hey, there's no Twitter, there's no Facebook. I'm like, hey, man. Mark Zuckerberg is not eating there. It's like, damn, how am I going to survive?
Yeah.
Hey, apparently there you need VPN. Hey, man, VPN, no, dog, it's this thing that you need to use to like use WhatsApp, but it's illegal. If the government catches you, it's charged. I'm like, hey, government, I don't want no smoke. I just arrived.
Eish.
But so it's all of those conversations. This is where it gets interesting now. You get a VPN, you're seeing Didi, you're seeing people learn basic Mandarin, ni hao ma, my name is this, my name is that. I'm like, hey, word. Nah, this is actually I can actually go to China. Then these people are quiet now. They're quiet. Oh, they're quiet. We had to submit our passports, ne? So we submitted our passports. They're quiet. Oh.
So what is the thought process behind that? Like when they are quiet, are you thinking that was a scam?
Nah, not even a scam because I saw the UJ emblem or the UJ logo.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking maybe they just announced the whole trip too soon. They just didn't get the logistics out.
Oh,
so like it's gonna happen just maybe at a later stage.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, I bet I really can't beef. They're quiet. So now with them being quiet, because the people I was going with, some of them are seasoned, bro. Like, they're seasoned travelers. Oh, my Thailand, Dubai, Sweden.
They're used to this thing.
So when UJ is quiet, to them, they are logging in. They're planning now. Okay, this is what I need. I'm there, tranquilo, teaching students, there, Dripanomics. Hey, hi guys. I'm chilling. Hey, I think we leave on a Friday. That Monday, hi guys. Passports are ready. Orientation. Let's meet at International House. Hey, and I'm like, hey, passport, International House. Let's get it. Hey, we get there. This is when I knew Mama made it. This is when I knew.
Yeah.
I think it was at that moment it all started to make sense. So we get to the International House. We met the beautiful Prof. Gumede, legendary woman, Mr. Libete, the person who organized everything, and Ma'am Dombi. You know, those are the people that really put us on in terms of the Shanghai, Beijing thing. They are part of the UJTTO, which is like an entrepreneurial program, right? But I feel as if, I think the applications for the program is like closed, but you can just try. I don't know, I'm just speaking because I want to give them their flowers. We get there, we see them now. So I'm seeing now there's like 6 other students. I look left, I look right. I'm like, I don't know them. It's the first time I see them, but they know each other because I think they were part of the UJTTO, the whole entrepreneurial program.
Okay.
So some know each other. I mean, I'm just there. I come in my own capacity. You know, I come there, I scan, I read. I'm like, okay, that one is short. Okay, that one is tall. That one has a mukino. I'm joking, no one had a mukino. Mukino's a gap, never mind. But like, yeah, clean. Get there. Hey, hi guys. We were met by the internet. So I think UJ stuff is crazy. The people there, bro, the staff, I think they have a department for every nationality, generally.
Really?
I think
beautiful.
UJ, if you want people from Nigeria, you can get them at the international house. If you want people from Malawi, you can get them. Chinese, you can get them. Japanese, you can. I just genuinely think so. Because when you got there, we were welcomed by Chinese people.
Chinese people.
Hi. You know, speaking nice English, just has the accent. I hear him, he's audible. Sharp, we talking. Okay, we're gonna teach you Chinese culture, right? Show us some other nyana clip video nyana. They also show us how to pack stuff for airport because they know people just have way too much mpahla. I watched the video. I'm like, that's not me.
Kana, when you say too much mbasha, you're referring to yourself.
I'm referring. No, not even. Okay, I think I was the one with the most. Nah, but I was well behaved going. I think coming back was the problem.
Okay.
Because I left there with like I went there with 1 suitcase.
You came back with 3.
with like 3. That's crazy. That's crazy. So that happened. They're showing us videos. Okay, this is how you operate. I'm like, all right, bit. Introduce yourself. Hi, I'm this person. I'm doing this. I have this business. Hi, I'm this. I'm doing this. Hi, I'm this. Now we're seeing Prof. Kumede now. This is where the codes stand now. The lecturers now. Ha, sharp. You can scared now. Yeah. The sun is bigger than us now.
Yeah.
Okay. For the first time, I'm speechless now. You know I speak a lot. There I was like,
Yeah, I know you speak a lot.
I was like,
lot.
tranquilo. Sharp. Okay, they talk. No. The lecturers, they talk. Yo, you need to also know the weather. You know, in Shanghai, particularly this time, it's very cold. It's very
seasonal
so they
changes.
know. So they know. So they're speaking out as if they've played these games before. To them, it's like Squid Games. No pun intended.
Been here before.
You know, you got it. Ne?
Yeah, I got it.
Away. So, no pun intended. They actually played these games. They're talking. I'm like, nah, bit. Hey, we finish. Hey, now we're about to leave. Hey, we just hear, okay, at 2 o'clock, the VC is coming.
Vice Chancellor.
Chancellor.
Vice Chancellor's coming now to just greet and meet. Hey, meet and greet. When I get to greet and meet. Meet and greet. You can see now. Okay. Everybody's shaking now. Even the student, like, there's a lot of commotion because he says he's gonna be there. It's like 1:30, but it's like 2. So he's coming at 2. We're not sure what's going on.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, VC is coming now. When VC comes, he comes with this other gentleman who's like basically representing China, and he's also one of the partners that helped this trip make possible, and he's from China himself. So he comes, VC comes. Oh, hi guys, hi. Clean comes with that Sir comes, right? So VC speaks, introduces, hi guys, I am this, wada. Sharp. He lets the other brood speak.
Yeah.
The other brood comes there. Okay, welcome. Very happy for you to be here. I just want to read something I prepared for you. Then we can continue. I'm not trying to mimic anyone. Like, he's a legend. So he basically talks about how China is based on good relationships. We, when working with other countries, we want to work with good countries and build good relations for our economy. What. He's giving us political speech. He's talking about BRICS. He's talking about the economy, stuff that matter. Not this thing of alcohol and stuff. Real content. Understand?
Don't go there.
Don't go there. And
Don't go there.
The Chinese.
How do you know?
I don't. That's why.
No, but how do you know?
I don't. That's why.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So he's talking. That Bruella is talking. He's giving his speech. Beautiful speech. That was the first time in a long time I heard someone speak and I wasn't tired. was like, hey, nah, he's cooking. Then Vice speaks. Hi, guys. No, well done. You're making it here. What business do you have? He's listening just because, busy man.
Yeah.
I see you in Nanjing. We'll see you there. And then he shouts,
Also, he's like, he'll come to China afterwards.
Yeah, no, he came to China. He just didn't fly with us because we met him in Nanjing, but we first need to stop by Beijing and Shanghai.
In Shanghai.
It's a different chat. But he came to one of the schools there in Nanjing to give a speech or a talk about how law can be integrated with AI. Because, our government system in terms of our the procurement or how things take time. Whenever you want to go to court and whatnot, really takes time and whatnot. You can be put now, but your case can be dealt with next year or next month and stuff. So he was just basically giving a talk, if I can remember, about how we can integrate legal systems or law with AI to make sure that everything is fast.
Process is fast.
The process is faster and more efficient for the consumer and for government as a whole in terms of admin.
Yeah.
Apologies for that. I genuinely hope it's not COVID. Right? So we met the VC there. That's not fun. I want to buy a cool right? But I think there's a flu going on, the SA flu. Because when I was in China, everyone's healthy. Now I come to the motherland. So that happened. So I met the VC. Low key, maybe. Nah, but I'm chilling. So VC, we leave now. Now we go to International House. We done International House. We go to the day. So at that point, actually, to cut the story short, that's when I knew, okay, I'm gone.
Now we're going.
Yeah, now we're going. Now it's a matter of, okay, I need to prepare mentally. What do I need? I need a card that can pay overseas. I need a mbasha. I can't go normal mbasha. Look, I shouldn't have bought mbasha. I should have bought there, but I bought normal mbasha here, sharp. Yeah, I'm thinking I need to take my tin fish now, my pap. Because apparently there's no food. Apparently I was going to eat KFC every day and McD. Campaign next. We're not vying there alone. We are vying with UJ, boy. Yo, that UJ budget. UJ forever, boy.
Highest level.
Boy, Kore. I want to fast track everything. Let's just jump straight to the airport now. Yo, boy.
First class. How was that? Business
Qatar
class.
Airways. Yo, there's a lot, guys. Actually,
Is this your first time flying?
No, but it was my first time flying overseas. I've been to neighboring countries and I've flown to Durban, if I'm not mistaken. But it's different. It's different. Okay. It's different when you go overseas. It's different when you go from OR Tambo to Doha, Qatar.
And then
from Qatar to Beijing. It's a different chat. It's different. It's not the same. Even for me, I was like, oh, which one is this one? But
the land of the goats.
You know what I'm saying? And apparently, if you in China, if you're born in 2003, that's the year of a goat. I'm not saying I'm the goat, but you know what I'm saying? I never call myself the goat. I leave that to the people. But that's what happens. But before we get to the airport stuff, maybe you guys have questions before. I don't want to rush it because we have a lot of time, low key. So do you have questions or must I just jump straight to the airport?
How? So now you're interviewing us?
No, the thing is because I want to make sure I have a tendency of speaking a lot, so I want to make sure that I get your questions first before I come with my spice. The spices galore.
Sorry guys, just to deviate a little bit, we forgot to mention that we have Mr. Zigore in the building.
Oh yes.
So Mr. Zigore, can you please say hi to the people?
Hi everyone. I hope everyone is good. I hope you're watching this episode in a nice space in terms of health, academics, and relationships, either with colleagues or whoever, But we're there interviewing Mr. Dripa himself.
I mean, I'm trying.
Good to have you.
We've been watching on the status.
The status level is too much right now. Ni hao ma. It's that level. But thank you, Zikoto, for gracing us with your wonderful presence, and hopefully you'll engage in the conversation as we speak. But do you guys have anything to say before I go to the airport level?
No,
I think go to the airport.
Okay.
And then we'll get into what's going on in China.
Okay. I go to the airport.
Mara, try to be brief.
Brief.
Please.
I get the airport. Thing is, when I keep it brief, it's gonna be too potent. But let me try. Get the airport. Okay. I see the lecturer. I see my parents. I see other Bruella's parents. How? Okay. Qatar Airways. Okay. Clean. Wingena. You're fixing our bags. You shine. You're locking your bags. You shine packaging so that when you get there, the things don't get stolen.
Yeah.
How? Okay, I see this gave me ticket number. They gave me passport. I'm like, how? Qatar, Doha. Malicious. Okay, operate. Okay, now we go. Clean. So now we have what we call a boarding pass. Boarding pass is basically after they check your thing.
Things.
Now you're just waiting to go to the flight
To the
itself.
flight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I think I was A7. So it's like, it's in rows. There's A1 to A7. So the people I was with, they left to get into the flight because they were cold, because they were A1, A2.
Yeah.
Me, I'm A7 now. Okay, I'm at airport. I'm chilling with this other bruel of mine, spokes, designer, great guy. He has the vision. He gets it. Culture. So we there, we chilling. How it's him and I, A7. Now we're waiting. We're thinking, we got scammed now. They're leaving us now.
Yeah.
The flight is going to Qatar. We're like, what's going on? Why they not calling A7? We're like, tranquilo, we are here, boy. Clean. As we're waiting, we see this other bruela. We're like, hey, that drip. You see me with drip. Like, I can see the drip. I'm like, hey, that fit is hard, but I'm not seeing the person.
Eish.
I'm like, that drip is hard. Who's that bruela? Ish,
One and only.
that bruela just turns. He says, ish. And he gives us that look. I was like, nah, man. Me, I was still fixated on the mpahla. I'm like, ish, the mpahla hard. Then somewhere I was like, hi, man. That bro is like, I know him. Then he was like, man, dog, that's Laduma. Man, Laduma. Dog, Laduma from my
Laduma.
Dila Duma.
Laduma, boy. Laduma. I'm like, hey, man, Matkosa, Shanghai. Hey, man, what's going on? We go there. We're like, let's say, Matkosa, thank you so much for the culture. What you're doing for SA Fashion is goated.
Yeah.
Can we take Tombe? He's there. It's Tombe level. Raka. He takes us Tombe. We talk. Hey, dog, me, I studied texture. Or I studied textile. I did this. I went to the best schools. Me, I'm going to Shanghai Fashion Week now. Got a private invite. Conversations we're having with my class. You shouldn't have, you shouldn't discuss that.
You're low-key bragging.
Yeah.
And it's not even a brag. The thing is, dog, I've made it to national. I can't really brag now. That's another thing. Yo, ish, but away. So I'm speaking to my closer, Mr. Laduma. He's so humble. He's so chilled. He doesn't have to be. He is who he thinks he is. But I think it's the humanity in him, the human side. He's like, he can see the young bro is excited. He's basically entertaining us.
Yeah.
Talking about, I'm in Shanghai. How? Fashion Week. How? Ganzu, that's where you get the mpahla. He's talking about Vitos. Vitos is LV. LV was also the founder of, not LV, man. Galax Boy.
And then
Right?
Yeah.
Wait, and that's another
Okay.
important thing. Galax Boy. From Hatfield, Pretoria, not Galaxy
Galax
Boy.
Boy.
Yeah, we've been telling them,
Ex
especially
boy.
even here.
We are from the culture. Gal X Boy. Ki Mwanyana X Mushimani. Not
I say
Galaxy.
Galax.
There's no Galaxy.
Yeah, we've been telling
No,
them.
but I did say it's Galax Boy, guys.
Galax Boy. Yeah. So also Vitos was there. Galax Boy in Shanghai. Thing is, when they were in Shanghai, we were in Beijing.
Oh.
Yeah, so the time, but the lifestyle they live is vicious too. So yeah, we there with the Bruella. I clean. How? We take pictures. Now we're boarding now with my closer. How clean we boarding with my closer. City border. How? My closer sees our lecturer, Miss Ntombi. They know each other. I'm like, man. Hi, my closer, Shang me hug. Man. Yeah,
What is this class again, Woke?
Dog, boy, I'm like, yo, which one is this one? I'm like, hey, you know each other? Yeah, no, we have a WhatsApp group chat. I'm like, that's culture. I'm like, yo, let's operate Shanghai, man. It's like, boy, I'm like,
You're still
I'm still.
coming.
I was like, yo, we invite, yo, this material. By Teta. And then, when you let the grown-ups speak, I don't know what they were talking about, but they know each other. Clean. Me, I'm done with my closer. I'm like, how lecturer knows? Lecturer also by that time, she was wearing some mpahla. Comme des garçons. Yo, Comme des garçons is some other. You know that heart with the eyes?
No.
If you don't know, forget about it. Mara Comme des garçons. That one, it's niche, Vel. It's not like Nike, Adidas, Puma. Like, it's for those that care about Japanese culture and mpahla. Luxury streetwear. So she was wearing Comme des garçons. Me, I know mpahla. I'm like, ma'am, do you know what you're wearing? And this is the real one, Comme des garçons. And I'm like, yo, this trip is gonna be too much. Yeah. Because already at the airport, she gets the mpahla vision. I'm like, here we go. Sharp. We done, my closer, we done. Land airport. Land in the flight now. Given a seat. Hey, Jiggy, air hostess. Some other lady called Beautiful and Tabi saying, oh, wow.
Hey, what?
Wow. Yo, guys.
Focus.
Are you reminiscing? Focus. We're
No
going
teen,
to
Baba, no teen.
focus.
If you're watching this in Tabis, I know you subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is me. Thank you for your wonderful service.
Sure.
You were amazing. What happens? We land there. Before I even sit down, would you like anything to drink? I'm like, how?
This is
Yo,
living.
this is living.
Business class.
How? I'm like, what? No, I don't think we even flew business now that I'm clocking it.
Oh, okay.
Because no, I'm clocking it. Here's business class. We were the first seat. I think we were still economy. But low-key, the further you go back in the flight, the rougher the flight is. So we saw business, and there were some bruelas there you can tell, no, this one is not normal money. Those people could just giga there. They had sofas, low-key they had sofas. So I think that was business class. I think to top it up, you needed to pay like 22K extra.
Okay.
I don't know how much the flight was because it was covered by my wonderful institution. But for business class, you needed to top up like 22K extra. So I think they were business class. I think we were still economy, but that economy was hard.
What economy did it have sofas, Leon?
Seats, normal seats, but we had like space. We had space and like drinks were paid for, food were paid for. We had that nyana screen, nyana, we could watch movies, nyana. Sha, before I could sit down, would you like anything to drink? How? Alcoholic, non-alcoholic, whatever your heart desires. Oh. I'm like, what? But
Tabisa ngo Tabisa.
that's what I said. I was like, when I want Tabisa, that's my job. I was like, yeah, sharp. Case drinks. I was tranquilo. I was like, let me see the Coke. Let me just have Coke. Because I just thought, hey, the bruella I was with. Yeah, have Coke. And the Coke they have, and you know, normal Coke, 340 mil. Man, that one, man, Kenya, Elo Garga Dash. Elo
Yeah.
I'll tell you, Bijo. The food, we had like a 3-course meal, nyana thing. Came with, beef stew sabona. Oh, online, Qatar.
Was it that good? Spela saboma.
Mouth watering. Dessert. Chocolate mousse.
Chocolate mousse, yes.
Sure, chocolate mousse. First time ke di jalo tse like ke hotse soft mara na di chocolate a ke na sweet tooth mara ka mele nthabise ke re ke di zame. Yo. Okay, sharp done. Where are we now? Okay, we sleep, we're watching movies, we sleep. Now online now, Dripanomics sending emails, I'm there, status now, okay, live, coming live. People are viewing check my location, they can see I'm in Somalia, they think I'm kidnapped. Chill, gents. I was just flying over. I wasn't in.
Yo.
I was there, sharp. We land, fast track. We don't have time, we're in the races. Qatar, Doha now.
So like from SA to
Doha,
Doha, how long is it?
10 hours MOE.
Okay.
Was it draining? Did you feel it?
I don't think I felt that. I was too gassed to feel it. I think I felt the return.
Because you are like, I'm going back to
It gets
SA
you
now.
out.
Yeah, I think going there, you're excited. Knowing that you have to come back to your problems in SA.
Yeah, it's
And I
something
had
else.
problems already. I was off the grid there. As soon as we were nearing SA, whenever I had internet access, Vodacom, SA, I was like, the SMS was getting. So going there, it wasn't much of a thing because I slept. I was happy.
Yeah.
I get to Doha now, airport. That airport, it's like, do you know Mainland Mall?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know Mainland Mall.
Yeah, we know it.
The airport has like a mini Mainland Mall. Maybe it's a bit smaller, but like the shops there are serious
Shops.
Okay, the airport, Michael Kors, Gucci, Dior, Prada, LV.
That time, man, you're a fashion person.
Airport again.
Airport. And we talk about the real ones. Dior, the real ones.
Then what's going through your mind? That
No,
time?
me, I'm like, how? Me, I like Mpasha. Let me check. How much is this thing?
Prices.
Prices when you convert, sandals are like 18,000 rands. I'm like, let me buy for my mom. And then I kumbula, I don't have 18,000. Then I tima. I
Yeah.
see the bags, LV, 60, rah. Gucci, rah. I look at what they're selling there in Doha. I look at what the bruellas are wearing at home.
Yeah, ne? Yeah, ne?
So, Remo,
Zikote.
we're not going to talk about small streets here. So,
me
when
chill.
you got in
got
Doha,
lost.
right?
To Doha, yes, sir.
You got off from the airplane, then you took another one.
Yes, it was a connecting flight from Doha to Beijing.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm in Doha now. And I mean, it's still in a rush. We're in Doha. We into her boy, ra. Sha. Guys, do shopping. Yeah, I'm doing shopping. I'll shop lapho.
Yeah.
Red Bull
things are
yakhona.
expensive.
Red Bull yakhona is about 120 rands. Yo,
That's
kill
crazy.
me. But you know I love Red Bull. It gives me wings. Yatenga. I'm seeing
Plus
him
you're
pasha.
fly.
Because I'm
Hey,
yes, sir.
you ate.
I ate, sharp, Red Bull. Twara. I'm like, nah, me, I don't have the capacity. Things are expensive, airport,
Yeah.
everything, food. Just kills. Sharp. En route to Beijing. Tranquilo. We get to Beijing. Actually, we fly to Beijing. You can tell now, when you use SA Vodacom and get when you leave SA, it says Vodacom SA 5G. You get mid-air, no service. You get to Doha, it's in Arabic. You land in China, Vodacom sends you a message. Welcome to free roaming. Welcome to Beijing.
Hey.
There now, where it says Vodacom SA, it's written in Mandarin. I'm like, yeah.
Now you're here.
Alfiki.
I'm here. We land Beijing. Oh, man. Where do I start? The hotels. The cars. UJ. Oh, my dear.
What car did you guys use from the airport?
We use some other luxurious bus, boy. That bus, I don't know. That bus could accommodate 40 people, ne? But it was only 6 of us. It was only 8 of us.
Yeah.
We moved like a president, boy.
Yeah.
We had a chauffeur, which is like a driver. A tour guide. Some other tour guide called Betsy. Yeah? She was like, I think she owns the tour company.
Yeah.
We had like tour guides, the literal ones that would actually be on the ground with us. With Jessica, there was another one, Alicia, and then the other one slipped my mind, but I'll get back to her. Goats, those people, so kind, so loving. We get there, Beijing. Hi. How are you? Beijing, very nice country. We arrived. Very nice country. Yeah. Guess now, Beijing, we land. We get to airport, leave your bags. Yo, boy, a lot's going on. We eat. So the problem with Chinese, or with China rather, their dinner is at 6. Ne? That's when we had our buffet, at 6 to 9. We usually ate 6, 7. Tina's malambani. We eat at 6. You need to eat again at 9, 10, 11, 12, midnight snack to bambisa the soul.
Yeah.
Hey, we eat dinner. First day. This day could have easily went south. This is when I knew, gents, no man is an island. Get to Beijing. I'm seeing Starbucks. Actually, I'm lying. I'm seeing Babe. I won't lie. Let me start real.
What is Babe?
A bathing ape. This one is for the culture. This one is for the mpaka.
Okay.
A bathing ape is low-key luxury streetwear brand. Ne? That it's like your... What can I say? What other brands are there, man? Luxury streetwear. It's not your Gucci, it's not your LV. Your Supremes.
Oh,
Your Supremes, your... What else is like Supreme? My mind. Your Comme des Garçons. Your Kenzo.
can't relate.
Kenzo? You don't
Nah.
know Kenzo? Is it called there?
Nah,
No
I'm
Kenzo?
lost.
Mamelo? Kenzo? They don't know. Okay. Actually, guys, I'm with the wrong crew, no? But like, it's low-key.
Shout out to Mr. Price.
Shout out to Mr. Price.
Shout out to Macam.
Shout out to Marco,
Yeah.
Shout out, But Mr. Price, with that price, you pay it at the end of the day. I'm joking. Away. You get there, Babe. So it's basically like luxury streetwear. Sharp. I'm excited now. Babe in SA, keep in mind, is like 8,000 for what I wanted to buy.
Yeah.
Because, in SA, it's Boma Farfetch, they add import duties,
Yeah.
tariffs.
Yeah.
8,000. I get there, they tell me it's what? Hey, I don't want to say the figures. Yeah.
Please do.
You were about to say
You have
3.
to.
Okay.
Okay.
But it was light. It was like 3K.
Yeah.
The Babe shirt was like 3K.
A
Solid.
shirt. Like,
Skarasa wa isinya.
Okay.
Hey, awume. 3K. A shirt. In SA, that shirt is probably 7-8 bands. So I'm like, I'm excited now. I go there with my standard bank card. Sha. I know my pin to be five numbers. I get date 6. What's going on now? No, can't pay. No, can't take shirt. But I'm like, what's going on? 6 people, told my name, 6
hey,
people.
I know.
That's when I clocked. I was too excited. As a foreigner in Beijing, use Alipay. I didn't know nothing, boy. No. Now, people have Alipays. But
No, you don't.
I don't. I can't buy now.
And plus, you joined the group late.
And I
Hey,
joined the group
late.
late. And the people Ali Pay, I'm like, hey man, Ali who? Muhammad Ali, me, I don't have. I'm like, hey man. So I can't spend now. They're like, bro, do your Ali Pay. The problem with doing your Ali Pay in China, already the network is twerking.
Yeah.
Because you have Vodacom, SA, you're roaming, you need Wi-Fi. Whenever you use their Wi-Fi, it changes automatically to Mandarin. Now, you need to ace a lot of things going on. Alipay is not Alipaying now. Yo, I'm stranded. I'm like, yo, gents. And I know the stuff I wanted to buy, no one in their right state of mind was going to give me their Alipay to
the
buy.
amount of money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come on.
Even if you have it, but
How? Come on.
clean. I go back home sad. Gents, I can't buy babe, yo. It's fine. They're like, no, Remo, don't worry. Hey, this other girl, Tanya. Tanya's one of the seasoned people I was talking about.
Yeah.
Used to traveling. Get there. Tanya's on some. Boy, me, I know this other bro, boy. He stays in Shanghai. Shanghai, keep in mind, is like 7 hours away.
Yeah.
He stays in Shanghai. Maybe I can give him a call. He can operate. Speak Shona, because they both Zimbabwean. Speak Shona, nice. Hey, after the Shona, it's by God's grace. Tony is in Beijing. Hey, we just hear that bro on the phone, on the call. They say, hi, bro, how's everyone? Nah, we good. Guys, are you guys, we're hungry, Tony. Tony's like our Tony Montana. Tony's like, he's a spender, right? But like, Tony, put us on, we're hungry, boy. We want something that's going to remind of home, something that's edible. Give us Coke, give us lace, nyana. Not a problem. What else do you need? Medication for this. The stomach is ishy. It's clean. Operate.
Wait, Ghana Tony is...
Tony is Tanya's friend. It's a person who stays in China. He's fluent in Mandarin. I think stayed there 7 years.
Okay.
Put us on, sharp. 20 minutes passes. And we're hungry because we eat like seeds. Go. Opens. Oh, hi, Tony. I'm like, hey, Tony Montana came. God, we eating now. The food. I'm starving. You know, malambane. Things I don't gain weight, man. I'm there. Yeah, Tony, I hear you, but let me just chow first. Chow, clean. Now I'm full now. I remember, babe, Tony, me, I'm stranded, boy. I don't have Mandelas. Oh, no more, bro. Let's go to ATM. I'm like, word? ATM. Go to ATM. We test the waters with ATM. It's the car he was using. I don't want to expose his lifestyle, but that boy vicious. Yo. When I grow up, I want to be Tony, gents. I'm already grown, so I don't know.
When you get older, maybe.
I'm already old. Older, you're right.
Yeah.
But my question is, when you get to the hotel, wait, Tony Utlile
Tony got us until we came to the hotel like we got 6 dinner. Tony came home at 11, boy.
to the hotel.
To the hotel straight.
But couldn't you download Alipay then?
Boy, Alipay actually the boy network already, boy. There's no
Even
time.
at the hotel.
You're asking, there's no time, boy. Ends up, boy, fast. Sharp. You get there, Tony Montana is 11, clean. Comes there with his car. Sharp. Go. This is when I felt like a serious player now. I'm like, hey, sharp. Go to ATM.
With the ballers.
Real ballers. Shout out. Kalinga is Nike Said. Sharp. You go there. Hey, ATM there. Okay, he tells me. I check exchange rate. I think it's 2.7. So, 1 huang, 2.7 rands. So, if you take out 1,000 huang, it's basically like 3,000 once you include the charges.
Okay.
That's babe. I'm like, shit, I can't. I get the ATM, people withdraw their amounts.
Can I ask, how are the machines?
The machines are actually normal ATM machines. They
okay.
Mandarin, but there's an option for Singesi. Singesi is English. Clean. Option is there. He shows us how to do it. I'm like, let me take out 1,000 huang. Clean. I take out the money. The money I take out is not what the money I received.
Hey,
No, like it's 1,000 huang. Mara, according to my calculations, it was supposed to be
Around
around 2 point something.
Okay.
I check my bank account. Minus 3.1. I'm like, 3.1 kaka. The 100 it's in delay. International charges. Bank charges. Virtual withdrawal. What? Okay, every time you withdraw, they box 150, 200 rand. I withdraw. So I clocked it. Must I withdraw every time I want to buy, or must I withdraw all at once? If you withdraw all at once, thing is it looks dangerous on the pockets.
yeah.
Your bank might even block you now. Yeah, you can't withdraw such.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, clean. Let me blow. I withdrew. I'm chilling. Go there. We're excited. You know when you're excited. Oh my gosh, Beijing. We got the Huang money. We're chilling. We're taking stoppers. There's a bro there forgets his phone, forgets his laptop, forget his phone, passport, money, bag, ATM.
Where? At the hotel?
ATM. Hey. Because we there, boy. We in Beijing, you know? After we made it.
We taking pictures.
Taking pictures though. We posing. You know those poses where you like,
Yeah.
oh. Then you forget the bag. Clean. We go to the airport. The hotel. Okay, where a passport? I have mine. Everyone has his. Yo, gents, me, I don't have. Yo, where's passport? No. I think we left it there. Yo, now Tony's angry now because it's an inconvenience because petrol hana pila. Tony's like, shh, come on, gents. Okay, but let's vibe because he's a host, you know.
Yeah.
We don't know the motherland. We vibe back to there. Hey, dog, when I say we found the bag open with money, passport, and every other thing essential, but nothing was stolen. That's when I knew China's different.
It's
In SA, yeah.
It's called.
That's when I knew China was different.
Yeah.
There, every second road, there is a traffic cop. The traffic cop drives a Tesla. The traffic cop drives a BMW. You can see by the apparel or this guy, the watch he's wearing, it's not the normal Casio. It's different.
The real cash.
So it's not even a real one. It's not a Casio. That's my channel. So you can see the thinking there in China is different. They committing a crime. You won't go to jail for an iPhone. You won't. What are you doing? You know that there's cameras every second step. We are looking at you as we speak.
Yeah.
You know that bag is not yours. When I take it, within 2 seconds, cops come.
Here.
They don't fight.
Let's go, Papa.
Let's go. When you wanna think Coca-Cola, yeah, you wanna bribe. The person
Cold drink,
you want to
high
bribe
five.
is richer than you.
Yeah.
So even bribing is not even an option. I think what China does is that they pay their public servants so much to a
That-
point where you can't bribe them unless if
That's
they're
smart.
greedy now.
That's
Yeah.
I think in Dubai, they implement the same thing. Cars, Dubai, Bugatti, Lepodis. You'll never enter the conversation with, okay, let me get out of this with a cool drink. Are they beat you? What?
Yeah.
Cold drink, at least buy me a house. And that's
But-
if you want to bribe, bribe at a certain level.
Yeah.
Buy me a house, buy me another Bugatti. I'm greedy.
Yeah.
Coke don't work there. Sharp. No one commits crime. We see where a crime is not committed. And I'm like, gents, let me stream. Where's my phone? I'm seeing, it's busy. No one is looking. No one is thinking of stealing anything. People are here. Focused.
Everybody's focusing on their own business.
On their own thing. The people there, oh, hi, where are you from? Where are you from? South Africa. You're cool head. But
And they fascinated by you?
I think they are because I'm some Nyama level, but just not me, everyone else. I think they were more fascinated by Tanya because Tanya went there with braids and beads. You know beads.
Yeah.
They were like touching her hair and stuff. I don't know how she felt, but me, I'm like, they touching her hair. Some Nyama, you know, when you're a pretty boy, Per, you know, we are there. So Vela, guys, you can't tell me. So we are there, clean. That was beautiful to witness. The crime, the cops. You can't commit crime. It's not even suicidal, but it's like a waste of time because you know you're gonna get caught.
Yeah.
Just work for your money. So that's something I learned in terms of safety. China's up there, boy.
What about the culture? Because, if you watch a lot of movies, you would like to assume that with every shop that you pass, there's like posters written in,
Mandarin and
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah.
I think the sides we went to were the burbs, bro.
Oh, okay.
It's more industrialized. It's more hotels. It's more work offices. The culture in terms of the people are amazing there. So respectful. Ni hao, man.
Sheshe.
That's it, I know, right? So loving, so nice.
Yeah.
They open, they engage with you. They can tell you don't understand him or her, and you don't understand. They can tell there's no understanding, but somehow there's understanding.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to buy this, but I don't know what shoe size is this. Mara we do this. The shoe gets bought. That's Ubuntu at the highest level.
Yeah.
So they don't know English.
No. Majority of them don't know English. keep in mind, it's 1.2 billion population.
Yeah, in China.
I think English is only known in the main cities. So Beijing, Nanjing, Shanghai, people know English, but the locals themselves don't.
Okay.
It's only those that are well-traveled or those that, do business with other nationalities that know business. But a normal Mandarin person only speaks Mandarin because in China, you are Chinese. There's no need to learn English. Those that do know English, very basic, unless if you went to school in the UK, the US, Germany and whatnot, and you've exposed yourself.
But isn't it that in China, usually they would like to hire teachers to come teach kids English?
That's why, but you're going back to my point. They don't know English, hence why they're hiring people to teach them English.
So they're still trying to build a generation of kids who know English.
Yes, I think so.
Adapting to that.
Yes, but I think the older generation is low-key cooked. Most of the older people, they don't know the language. It's only, what they do? These people are very smart. They know that all of them won't learn the language. So they pick one or two that can speak on behalf of them. And then there's like a translator.
Yeah.
Either way, it gets the job done. There's no need for you to learn English because if two of you guys know it, then we are all sorted.
Okay.
So you can still communicate with them. In every shop, there's always that one person
who knows
that knows English. Or if none of them know it, we use translator now. Hey Siri, how do you say this Mandarin? Type it. They also have their own apps that are easier to translate English to Mandarin fast.
Okay.
Network is there. So you speak with phone, where. Translate. He speaks, where. I hear him. Then I'm like, oh, this is what you say. This is what I want. Clean.
What a process.
So there's only one language for the whole 1.2 billion people.
I think Mandarin, yes, but there's many dialects within Mandarin itself. You know how this Pedi matters like this. Exactly.
Okay.
So I think it's different types of Mandarin.
Okay.
Because guys, it varies with dialects.
So in China, what were you guys doing? Like the main purpose of going there?
Yeah.
Main purpose of us going there is to basically make sure that we represent University of Johannesburg to the best of our ability. And those with business ideas go there and see how people in China do business and learn. What we went there for was to see how advanced China is and how we can come back and implement in SA. We went to the best universities there. They showed us their campuses. They gave us lectures. We also went to factories, right? Car manufacturers.
Okay.
Yeah, so this was good for people that are doing engineering. We went to car manufacturers. So a Tesla version of China, we went to that warehouse where they make cars. So they're telling us about aluminum. This is the best type of steel to use. This is the strongest. This is how we do it. So 50% of their labor is humans. 50% AI. Oh, God. So you never compete in terms of production with those brewers.
In terms of English advancement, right?
Yeah.
Comparing from OR Tambo, the one you departed from, to the airport that you landed in Beijing, what were the differences that you identified?
I won't lie. I won't speak dirt on Wartambo. Wartambo solid. There wasn't much of a difference. Let me respect Wartambo. I can't lie on a public platform. Wartambo's nice. No, it's very nice. It's very nice. So there wasn't much of a difference. Except it's only in Doha where I clocked. Because in Doha there's the mall. Wartambo doesn't have that.
Maybe the mall is the difference.
It's the mall. But in terms of pure infrastructure, let me behave. SA is beautiful.
Once you're doing something.
Yeah.
So, as you said, Oti, when you guys went there, you were going to learn about how China is advanced and also the international market. Was there ever a time where you looked at their international market and you're like, I can implement this in Dripanomics? Or
Of course. Thing is, I can't expose too much. But I got there, I saw a gap. I'm like, here, I need to have money to make sure I come back and implement. Because there we came there for the knowledge. Now when we return with implementation. So their education is important everywhere. Dr. Nelson Mandela said it. Education is the most important tool or weapon you can use to change the world. The Bruella wasn't lying. Tata wasn't lying. Education is needed everywhere. For example, in China, people want to learn English. Clean. There's a target there. Those that want to go to China now and teach it, I'm putting you on. This is free game. Me, I just don't have the capacity now. If you want to do it, why? And thing is, you see I can't gatekeep.
Yeah.
The population is 1.2 billion. I can't be greedy and say that I'm going to
tutor
all of them.
Billion,
I can't. I can't tutor 1.2 billion people. Those that have the means and necessary resources, and go tutor. I'll catch you there. But I'm giving you a head start because if I land, if we land, but now we're just focusing on our high schools and universities. So businesses, of course, there's a lot I learned beyond tutoring. You'll see.
What
Something
you
yana
see?
tushenyana at least.
Hle.
My chat is there's more to tutoring, right? In life generally. Tutoring is not my end be all. We need to expand Dripanomics, but also me as a person, I have other aspirations. But Dripanomics is the main goal. And I don't want just Dripanomics to just solely be for tutoring. I'd like to go into manufacturing within Dripanomics. I'm not even talking about clothes. I'm just gonna say manufacturing into technology. As to what? I'll let your mind run through it.
Remo,
Yes, sir.
you're talking about, what did you say, Wanja? Let me get it. Education, right?
Yes, sir.
You visited universities there.
Of course.
What is the main difference that you identified from our education system to their education system?
Thing is, I wasn't there for long enough, but I could tell about
make
the
judgment.
teaching style. You know, in SA they encourage you to ask questions, otherwise you feel as if you're bored.
Yeah.
There in China, you let the lecturer speak one way. Don't ask questions. Why? The Bruelas are smart.
The lecturer is smart or
Ah,
the students are
The
smart?
students.
They get it.
So they suppress even the lecture.
Remo, you teach a class 1 hour.
Okay.
The students don't ask questions because they get it. And if they don't get it, they'll make sure when they go to rest, they get it. This thing of consulting is an SA thing in China. Because we were told, okay, when giving a talk, please don't raise your hand. It's very rude. Because that's just how they do it. No, respectfully though.
Yeah.
Like, because you know me, I was excited. And then at some point, they were like, bro. And then I was like, hey, babe, these people get it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Those gents are smart. Gents.
Ne?
I think, again, we use APS score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They use tell us go UK, they go US, the GDA or the GPA, something. I
something
forgot.
like
I
that,
forgot their grading. The schools we went to, gents, are like top 1% in China. That's a mangle manga tsena. Like it's the top 1% of the population in China.
Population, yeah.
Most of the students in the schools we went to are international students.
Oh.
Malaysia, Indonesia, India, and whatnot.
Yeah.
For the Bruelas that are born in China to go to those schools, it's like you're trying to turn into UCT straight, dry gene. So standards are high.
So it's
Very, very high.
still difficult for Chinese people to.
Still. I mean, Habejo, remember China is a global country.
Yeah.
People, when they want to learn, you know, it's the US, it's the UK, China. Russia is also good. People go to Russia for knowledge. China is considered
One of the best.
Yeah, it's one of the best in the world. So when people apply, just know you're not competing with people from Shanghai. Already the population is 1.2 billion. Already to China, if it was amongst yourselves, you're already cooked
Yeah, already cooked.
at the
yeah.
international market. 1%. Those people fund you, bursary, give you everything you need. The campus are there. When I say the campus, I mean the res, not like this, the campus, like the UJ campus of theirs,
Yeah.
is different.
How big
How is
is
it different?
It's different in a sense that
COVID.
it's not COVID. And guys, I actually need water, low-key, but it's not different. It's different in a sense that the roads, but UJ has tar roads. How do I say it? Actually, let me look at it from an aesthetic point of view.
Okay.
Let me not look at infrastructure. Low-key UJ infrastructure, it's a bit old, but like also China, it's not like it's the latest one.
Okay.
What happens in China is the mpahla. You know what happens with the mpahla? What we call good fits, to them is their crusty outfits that they wear to go do laundry.
Sure.
If you were to go to China and show them what you wear laundry with, it's a disgrace. Thank you so much, good sir. Right? So the mpahla they wear on a normal, right? Most South Africa are chepile.
Wait, but then we want to know about the campus. I get you have to tell
The
us
campus-
what's different.
Not really.
Now you're going to
Nothing
laundry
much.
or
Nothing
what?
much, bro. Nothing much.
Even the exterior of it.
The designs are very similar. That one, it just looks different because you're in China. Thing is, I don't.
Yeah. Okay.
It looks different because it's in China, but low-key, it's like UJ. The designs are different.
Even
but
the lecture halls.
The lecture halls are we didn't get to lecture halls or say, like, we were treated differently. We weren't
Okay.
exposed to the actual classes we attended with actual students and stuff. But what I can say is the cafeteria, which is the student center. The people I went to school with, the ones that are from UJ with me, they were like, the UJ student center is better.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, but maybe me, I was excited. Me, I said the China one is better. But now when I come back to SA, yeah, low key,
Or
I
you
think,
bang face?
I think this one
We saw you posting or KFC with beef. What's going on?
crazy. Yeah, KFC there has beef, James. KFC there has beef. I didn't taste the beef, so I wouldn't know.
What kind of beef is it?
My
like
chat is I didn't want to know. Because what do you
Okay.
mean? Like, Kentucky Fried Chicken has beef. That's my chat. I didn't want to know.
Yeah.
So I think it's me, I know how I was raised. At home, they told me not to eat stuff I don't know. Because you know, oh, bro.
But you explore it.
Thing is, I try to explore to the best of my ability. I can't explore with beef.
Okay. what
There's
does
so
the
much
home
beef,
hold?
at home.
Yeah.
I'd rather eat steak. They also had steak. Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Has steak.
That's crazy. So the KFC's there is different. The McDonald's there is hard. Their burgers have bacon.
Oh,
Okay.
Their fries, there's normal fries and then there's these crispy ones. They don't have.
your waffle fries.
They don't have. I don't think they have waffle fries.
Okay.
Those are waffle fries. I think the ones you're talking about.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
the
sure.
the extra crispy ones.
Yes.
Okay.
But they don't have any sugar things. It's just fries. Ne?
Yeah, it's just fries.
Yes, they had those ones, but they don't have chili cheese. They don't have
Chili cheese
McFlurry. They don't have those. Their thing is basic, normal. They have your lattes, your coffees and stuff. So the McDonald's is the same everywhere, low key.
Okay.
It's the KFC that was really tricky. And yeah,
Remo, you were in the main city, like the main CBD of Beijing, right?
yeah, the main city. Yeah.
Then when you compare it to the Johannesburg CBD, how is it like in terms of infrastructure?
No, not CBD. We went to the burbs. We didn't touch town. We went to the. No. Let's compare Shanghai
Okay.
with Sandton or Puboma Bryanston. So
Okay.
Shanghai.
Sentence like
you think
deep
the
sentence.
Johannesburg CBD is too low to compare?
Thing is, I don't know if where I went to was CBD. Because CBD is up as town most.
Yeah.
We went to the
Yeah.
burbs, my brother. We went to the burbs.
And
we
I feel
didn't
like
go
even
to
if you were
town.
to compare,
Yeah.
And
Me,
then
I
the
wouldn't
houses,
know.
the houses in the burbs. Does it show that it's the burbs?
So listen, we went. You see, again, I'm mentioning we didn't go to residential areas. Also,
Okay.
we didn't go to residential. We are just there by the city, where it's hotels, it's offices and stuff. The little residential areas we saw, the houses are different.
Okay.
But I need to respect SA. SA is not Malambani. There are some really great places in SA. People just don't
True.
know about it. I've seen good houses in SA, so I can't say SA is not there in terms of infrastructure. If you have it, and you've seen it. But hotels, let's behave. Hotels, China's hard. China's different.
I saw your food being delivered by a robot.
Mfana AI, boy. Nkuluma naye straight, ni hao ma. It's like, because I think the person that ordered was on floor 37. I was staying in floor 36. It went from floor 1 to 37. It goes straight to the room. You can kappa it if you want. It's not a person, boy. It's a robot.
So you can't trick it.
I don't think, no, you know what happens. You call room service. Room service, you can either choose to be helped by a person or AI.
Okay.
So if you're in your feelings and you know rich people that are in their feelings, they don't want to talk
They
to
want to
humans.
interact with people.
I just want AI.
Yeah.
Anyhow, ma, yeah, sure. Just order. AI takes order to the kitchen. Kitchen cooks, puts the food in that robot. That robot is like a mini person, yana, so just vibes, goes there. I don't know how it knows when you're at the door. I'm sure it just I don't know what happens. So it calls you, you open up, you take your food, you eat. That thing goes back to kitchen or back to sender. Lord.
the technology must be
No.
Advanced on another level.
Yeah, no. The technology is nothing to be played with. China is by far the most technologically advanced country. I'd like to believe.
Did you guys ever go to like the trains and stuff?
Yeah, Gautrain is good.
Okay.
Their trains are slightly better, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it public or private?
Public.
Transport.
It's public. It's public transport. And they also have subways.
Yeah, subway.
There's levels. You see, there's levels to the training. As we have what is it? This Gautrain and then what's the yellow one? Is it Prasa?
Prasa, yes.
Prasa, yeah.
Does Prasa still operate?
Yes.
Yeah, they back with
The-
like the blue trains
The
now.
blue, yeah.
Yeah, but does it transport people or transport goods?
Transport people.
There's
Okay.
Transnet for goods.
Transnet is for goods. Yes. Bait, sharp. Their Prasa, ne? Their Prasa is actually top notch. It's like Subway. You know, in America, Subway,
There's Subway
there's no seat. You just
station.
try to
Yeah,
you just try
yeah.
you hang, straight to the point. The bus stop, everything clean. That is good. It gets crowded, but it's good. Their Gautrain now is their luxury buses. Trains. Very good. Yo, the seat you can feel. It's better than Gautrain. It's that type of thing where you can take out laptop, you can put your food here, you can work.
Oh, they have tables.
Tables, vibes,
okay.
but it's a seat, but it's a bro-ish. It's too much.
In terms of efficiency, how are
beautiful.
they?
I think there you can get to Cape Town in 2-3 hours
That's crazy.
with their train.
Train.
It's fast and fun.
Bullet
Oh,
train.
they're like the
bullet
bullet
train.
train. Oh, yeah.
It's not like it is a bullet train, that one. It's a bullet. So yeah, amazing.
So, like, I get it, where you started in Beijing,
Yeah.
and then, like, and you moved to Shanghai,
Yes, sir.
and the other one. Yeah, I forgot the other
Nanjing.
one.
Nanjing.
Yes, sir.
So, like, the difference between the cities, are they like really different?
Is it
Or you can tell, or
significant? Yeah.
like,
It's like cities, bro. Western Cape, Gauteng, KZN. Actually, not KZN. I think Beijing was sort of.
There's
Beijing
a
was
thing
like.
of- okay,
Yeah.
you can
Yeah, I'm
continue.
saying Beijing was. I think all of those 3 provinces. What's after those 3 provinces in terms of like infrastructure? So I get it is Western Cape, there's Gauteng, and then Durban. What's after like what's after that top 3?
I think maybe PE.
I don't know.
I don't wanna lie, but like Beijing is not. It's not up there. Beijing is number 2, number 3.
Is it like the Makaya
Ah,
of it?
We
No,
didn't
I'm
see
just
Makaya.
asking, Phil. I'm asking.
We didn't see Makaya, boy.
Okay.
We didn't see Makaya. Nah, it's just like it's another city on its own. If you're to bring it to SA, somehow that city is beautiful. That's all I can say.
Wow.
Mara, to their
Which part
standards,
of
it's
SA?
normal. Joe, I think Beijing can compete with KZN.
Okay.
Yeah. Durban, yeah.
Which part
In
of
terms
Durban?
of infrastructure,
Yeah, infrastructure is beautiful, bro. Another car. Yeah, at least where I went to, yeah. But I'm saying Shanghai is city of gold. Shanghai is late.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
like,
it's
the
the
Shanghai
main
is
one.
late. Yeah, Shanghai, beautiful.
Top
you know,
tier.
Most expensive too. Sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
in terms of like my knowledge, right? A city in China has its own specialization, like maybe specializing in manufacturing cars.
Yeah, yes,
There's the
yes.
one that's specializing in
Yes.
production of goods and
Yes.
Yeah, so the cities that you went to, what were
What
their
was the specialization? So I think the cities we went to, the specialization was mostly technology. Because the ones I know that specialize in terms of like clothing is Ganzu. Ganzu we didn't go. Ganzu's where if you want mpahla, if you want clothes, if you want material, if you want
Yeah.
sewing, if you want embroidery, you go there for material.
Okay.
Most
So
of
you
your
wanted to go there?
I wanted to go there, but it's like a 7-hour thing with the bullet train.
Okay.
It just shows how far you are.
How far it is,
It's too far. That's where most of even your local South African designers, get their material.
materials.
Not even local South African designers, just genuinely luxury brands too. That's where they get the material. The
Okay.
material there is good. And it's so affordable because the people make the mpahla.
Ooh.
And they make it. So when they sell it to you, there's no markup on markup on markup. They make it, they sell.
Yeah.
That's why people there are so liberated. The pricing is so affordable. It makes things like makes so much sense because people can afford because they own the means of production. They specialize. I'm not sure those that do you do economics, but like 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B is where you speak more about specialization, comparative advantage, absolute advantage. When you talk about those things, China has literally, they can manufacture and produce at a faster rate, at a more efficient rate. When it comes to made in China, in terms of the clothes, we know why it's made in China. When I make clothes, you're running at a loss. You
Yeah.
can't compete with them. Technology too. I think the cities we went to, Beijing, Nanjing, and Shanghai, technology there is stupid, bro. There's this other So like Huawei that makes phones, makes cars there. The Huawei y'all niggas are rocking. They make cars. In SA, you only know them for laptops
Yeah.
And phones.
and phones and gadgets.
And ish.
They make cars. Do you know Xiaomi? You don't know Xiaomi?
What is it called?
I think I
Huawei
know
called?
Xiaomi.
Xiaomi,
I know
you know,
it.
Phone
Xiaomi is
company.
it's a what? It's a phone company.
Yes,
They
in
make
South
cars.
Africa.
In South
What
Africa.
are they called?
Xiaomi. I mean, I only learned
never
about
heard
it.
of it.
No, it's big apparently. Even in SA, but here it's only known for phones.
Oh, okay.
There it makes cars.
There it makes cars.
So the only cars we're getting is our Beijing.
What do you mean it's our Beijing?
Because there's a car called Beijing, ne?
Also, there, yes.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the car manufacturing we went to.
Oh.
Yes. The cars there, ne? I'm not sure about what's the speed. But it can get from 0 to 180 kilometers. 3 seconds, boy.
That's
3
crazy.
seconds.
Dog, they test. I'm telling you, dog. We went to the thingy. They tell you know when you have a free road nyana for like driving for like
Yeah.
you know this thing of Top Gear. I
Yeah.
thought Top Gear is a joke.
Yeah,
No, we
yeah.
lived it there.
Yeah.
We just there. They testing us. Okay, very unsafe. Wear seatbelt. We wear seatbelt. And I'm like, gents, we've been in fast cars before. Niggas just taking it easy. Okay, at the curve we go very very fast. I'm like, there's no fast here. I'm taking video. The first video I took, I think I have it on tape. Took video. Phone drops.
Yeah.
Yo, the problem with that thing is when you have seat belt, when you turn, it's like the seats hug you. It's like they can feel or you're under pressure. So they
Yeah.
zoom.
But it's not a problem.
It's not a problem.
Why are you saying it's a problem?
No, the problem is that when you're not used to it. It's not a problem. The things they hug you like.
Yeah.
In SA, stuff like that happens. There's no They're the
They
things.
hug you. They're so
They bambisa the soul.
gentle.
You understand? So it's not a problem. It's an advance.
Yeah. It's not.
You see? So yeah, technology there is way too stupid, bro. In SA, this is the last point I want to make. In SA, you know, for example, there's a camera here. You see, there's a camera. This camera is fixed. I need to look at it. If I move, it doesn't move with me. There's this other machine in it. Low key. I bought it. Like, I need to show it, yo. But it was very, China's cheap. Yo! Guys, when I go back there, I want to go there a stronger soldier. There's this other camera nyana thing I bought, you know. You see this camera standing still.
Yeah.
If I move,
I've seen it
still
before
gonna
on
it's
TV.
gonna, it's chai. That camera nyana machine thing, you press it, ne? You need to download an app for it, a Beijing app. Download it. Go to settings. There's an option there. Set camera to face, ne? Sharp. Start recording. That thing is logged in with you, your face.
Your face.
When I move, it moves
Who's
with
with
me.
you?
Ish.
And he won.
Mike.
Mike. Sorry, you see SA. In China, there's no Mike.
Yo. Okay.
You see? That thing moves with you like this. Ihamba nawe.
Even the mics might even move with you.
No.
At this rate.
I don't know about the mics, but I'm talking about the
I
camera.
think they can do that.
I'm talking about the camera. The camera's there. You can set it, bro. Hamba nami, hamba chuba. It goes. In SA, I think Apple actually sells such a product, but it's like 4 or 5 bands.
Do we have it here?
No, I left it.
No, I mean like
In
most
SA.
of that. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it's an Apple product though.
Oh, okay.
The Chinese version, the one I bought, they had to go straight from the source. That one, if I was to convert to rands, actually no, I can't even say the price. Maybe I might sell it in the future.
So you wanna thingy
At a
import?
higher price.
Why not? Nothing too crazy. It's business.
Remo, in terms of entrepreneurship, right?
Yeah.
What did you identify in Chinese people that we do not have as South Africans?
I say this with the most love
And utmost respect.
and utmost respect. Chinese people are gone. When it comes to business and innovation, Chinese people are gone. Because why? The Chinese people and the government have understood the importance of investing in oneself. What do I mean by this? I'm 21. There's a brewer there who's 21. He started his business at 16. The government has been funding him. They gave him 5 million Huang RMB. Ne? Convert that to rands, 16 million rands. just for research.
Not production.
Crazy.
Not product.
We still test.
Just for research.
Research.
Not even testing any research. Is this thing viable? SWOT analysis, 16 million rands when converted.
University student.
University student, second year doing electrical engineering. Third year.
Is it also called electrical engineering that side?
I think it's universal. Yeah.
Okay.
No, but in Mandarin, I'm sure it's said differently.
Okay.
But when you, sharp. Yeah. Yes, also, that's a good question. I don't know, I'm laughing. That's a good question because you realize when you get there, our courses are internationally acclaimed. Or like we share the same courses. Maybe they might just change a word or two, but you realize that the modules we do are very similar. It's the same.
But if it is the same, that means theirs is on a higher grade because, as you said, it's like 1% that they take in.
Hey, my chat is me, I don't laugh, boy.
Okay.
I don't want to say things me, I don't know. Me, I'm an honest bro. Hey. Mara, in terms of going back to my point, just for pure research, 16 million. Research.
But wouldn't you say that is what the NYDA, those who don't know, it's National Youth Development Agency, is doing for South Africans in terms of investing into them?
Sure, my brother. They probably are investing, and to those that they're investing in, huge shout outs to them. Me, the outrage I see on social media, people complaining. Maybe, I don't know if it's not work being done or people just not being informed about the
It could be lack of
NYDA
information.
and BUSIDA and Skills Development Acts and whatnot. Me, I'm just speaking from my perspective. When in business in South Africa, when you want to start a business, these are not things you go to. That in itself is a problem because it means it's not being marketed well enough. If it's not being marketed well enough and people are not using the money, but budgets are being allocated,
There's a problem.
there's a problem. You know? I don't want to say too much. Let me focus on China.
So I was gonna get to like.
Let me focus on the brewer.
No, I was gonna get to what could be done differently, maybe.
Before what can be done differently, let's know what's being done in China. We'll come to the different one. 16 million rands research. In SA, when you start a business, you need to make sure you're able to pay rent month end. Already, you're out.
Yeah, already
You
out
can't
there.
compete with such a person. One is backed by government, where now you're backed by
Maybe
by
parents or
and savings. And you know the SA dynamics and situation. There's no money. There's no disposable income to just start a business now. Ends up fast.
True.
Yeah.
Sharp. 16 million research. The government tells that Bruella. It's not even the government. It's not even that Bruella. It's telling us if we come to China, if we do our honors or masters there, this is a business hub. This is government. This is what's happening. This is step one. Step two, take your thing to market. Trial and error, basically. We're not saying make profits, trial and error. We pay you more. They're paying you to fail. To just see if your thing is viable, they pay again. Sharp. If your thing is viable, they pay.
If it's not?
If it's not, they stop funding you. But they already invest. For you to get to step 3, step
Yeah.
4, your business is solid.
Yeah.
So they're not eligible for a refund if it fails.
No.
Okay.
No, because why? They know that business is risk. It's not a loan.
Yeah.
Or at least what I heard. It's not a loan. You just part ways, they lose their money. You have the experience. Sharp. Get there. Now, step 4, I think, is where they check if you're able to do it independent without their funding.
Okay.
If you can do that, they're like, let's take you national. In China, if you're national, already the population is 1.2 billion.
Yeah. You're already
huge. Gone.
Yeah.
That's why, from there, from a global perspective, it's easier now to have a Xiaomi, Huawei, and then Alibaba, Jack Ma. I'm mentioning NVIDIA. NVIDIA is the one of software. I think that guy is he Chinese? Yeah, I'm lying.
He's Chinese, but it's an American company.
But he's Chinese, ne?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the founder's Chinese.
I'm not sure, but I know that
he's not
it's
Chinese,
registered in
that
America.
Mara, I hope he has Chinese affiliations to prove my point right. But either way, WeChat,
Yeah.
WeChat, clean. US does things slightly different. US is not government backed. That's private equity and private investment. It's what we call stupid money in Silicon Valley. Facebook, Twitter, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft. People are just investing based on evaluations. You don't know where they're getting the figures from. Money's just there. Jiggy, it's global.
Before you proceed, I just fact-checked it.
Yeah.
Fact-checked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Chinese. His name is Jen Hussein.
Shout out to the broella.
Shout out.
Shout out. That's culture. In SA Sharp, we look at multinational companies.
Where were you?
Hey, man. And then?
Do you know any? Me, I don't know. Multinational companies
That are in SA.
that are in, no, that are South African. South
That are
African
South
probably
African.
owned.
And then
Firstly, the
Nando's? Is it
investor-
Nando's?
Yeah.
Nando's.
Shout out to Nando's.
And then, what is the name of this company? But the other ones who invested in WeChat while it was starting, it's a South African company. Let me check.
Nah.
Fact
I'll
check,
get back to
fact
you.
check.
But either way, the fact that you need to think this long, you're proving my point.
Hore, there are not a lot out
They're
there.
They're
Not
not
a
even a
lot,
lot.
yeah.
And even though if you had to compare them, come on, gents. Meta is used by 2 billion people out of 7. People manufacture cars, we assemble them. Gents.
So do you think that's also how maybe like your TikTok came about? Because
TikTok is Chinese also. Who's the founder of
Yes.
TikTok? That broella Chinese, right? In SA, for us to create, why do not, Joe, South Africa is one of the biggest consumers of social media, yet we own no social media platform.
yeah, I mean there are talks of getting like content creators to be like reimbursed whenever they create like things on TikTok, especially your
Reimbursed?
artists.
What do you mean?
Like meaning OT when they dance and they do the DCs and whatsoever.
But then what he means is like
don't want the
we don't have
dancers.
our TikTok.
We want TikTok.
We don't
okay.
have WhatsApp
Because
or
when you're
anything
dancing,
like that.
you're dancing for the owner. We don't want you to dance.
Yeah, wait, I'm
We
getting
want you to
step by
create.
step, step by step, guys. We cannot go from.
We've been dancing, guys. We've been dancing. We've been
but we cannot
creating-
go from
Oh, bang.
getting to the money and then like the ebb. That's that slow.
My chat
Step
is
by
that's the
step.
problem with people. People always want to start slow, just ends up, boy. We've been seeing TikTok dances. Guys, are you not tired of dancing?
No.
Dance, gay. Those that are not tired, create your own TikTok, create your own WhatsApp. Every time, gents, you need to.
But then
But do you have
remember
the
Ore,
capacity?
the government backing also comes into play. Or like the kid in China who's like, let me start my own TikTok.
That's 6 years.
There's government backing.
But also,
And,
okay.
As much as we might say, Hore, right now we are not innovative like them. Mara, the fact that there's financial backing, it says a lot. Because what do you mean, Hore, they just give you money worth
Just
16
for
million
research.
just for research and to test the market?
Exactly.
Already, the dynamics are already different.
And I feel like it's more than money. I feel like there are also other factors involved.
Like what?
Like,
Okay.
okay, you can go first.
For me, number one, with us, it's like a corruption thing. If they were to give me the 16 million and I decided, you know, I'm no longer going to use the 16 million for research because I'll be making a loss. Because what if I do my research and it does not prevail? Then what? I'll chow the money in SA.
And another thing will be the Chinese government protects its own companies. That is why Facebook is not working, YouTube is not working. So as much as they say, yes, create your own things, but they make sure that they create a competitive advantage for their own companies by
That's
closing other international brands to operate in them. So we still need that. Yes,
And,
we have oil, but then why are we importing something that we have?
And then imagine when you want to start your TikTok type of thing.
Yes.
Already there's TikTok.
There's YouTube.
You're not
You know, the
protected.
problem is, again, if that's the case, there's a reason why TikTok. Okay, firstly, TikTok was gonna boom. It's gonna become international because in terms of technology, Chinese people are that goated. I'm not fighting.
Okay.
There's a reason why apps like Bilibili, which is their Facebook,
Okay.
their YouTube works. WeChat is WhatsApp.
WhatsApp.
In South Africa, we have become so accustomed to being consumers and not producers.
Oh, I get your point. But with the Bilibili, do you find your normal YouTube that
Why are you looking for YouTube? Are you American?
No, what I'm saying is that the people, the content
content.
create the
Yes,
content.
it's
Do you
the
find it in
same.
Bilibili?
It's the same. Dude, there's 1.2 billion people there.
Okay.
So that's Africa.
So they literally
China's
just
Africa. Let's
did they
start there.
just rename the app?
Yeah, they created their own because they want to make sure that they own the means of production, first and foremost. Whenever there's issues with wars,
Yeah.
and terrorists and whatnot,
They don't get affected.
you
Affected.
don't get affected. No, as much. Yes, I love the point you said as much. Sabe, if we go to war with the wrong people,
It's time.
they can cut communication now. We are stranded.
Yeah.
The broilers texting there on WhatsApp, they team it now. You can't speak to your mother, you can't speak to your father.
Remo, the other
understand?
thing would be about South Africa is skills trained. It's not that you do not have people who have the capacity to build those platforms that you're talking about. But as you're saying, you want to go back where? To China. We're already losing the skills that you would have provided for the
My
country.
chat is, listen, now you bring in personal things, but wait, let me fight now. I didn't expect this. You know what my chat is? I don't fight people. I get it now. When people leave SA for greener pastures, I get it. I get it. Why? This is emotional now. Listen, I get it. You know why? For China's economy to become what it is, I think it started 1979. They first opened the economy, so it became a global economy.
Yeah.
Okay.
What those people did, they've mastered the art of making sure that they keep their best, most skilled people
In the
Within
country.
in the country. And how do you do that? By paying them more than what other multinational companies can do.
That's
So now,
smart.
as a person from China who only knows China, when you receive an international offer, you are like, how, my brother? You are paying me less
You are paying me
than
cents,
what my
yeah.
home country is paying,
Paying
me.
me,
How dare can I leave?
Yeah.
In SA, the situation is as follows. There's just better opportunities elsewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
So even the conversation now, you're not even staying from a rational perspective. You're staying for the inquisio. Oh, I love my people. I love the food. I love the motherland.
I love
but
my
if you want to
mother.
make a difference, you have to go abroad.
Yeah.
And unless government, private equity or private sector, the best employees in government always leave for private.
Yeah.
Always.
That is true.
That's a positive connotation, and it's true.
that is
The best
true.
accountants, most of the time, you'll never find them working for government. They work for private. The best, I think, there's this other guy for Carte Blanche. Now I'm just freestyling now, top of my head. Some other detector. You need this thing of the cops.
Detective.
Detective. Yes, this Carte Blanche and I think guy. I think he used to work for government. Scorpio, I think, not even Scorpion, someone took him. I think Fidelity took him. Just check there if you want. But what I'm saying, the point I want to raise is the best talent SA has, most of the time goes to private because that's where the
Yeah.
money is at. You understand?
Because I also remember this other government prosecutor type of person.
Yes, you understand?
I remember he
But now we
was
need
one of the
names, 'cause
best.
now it's like we're freestyling now.
I forgot his name,
Sure.
but he was a white man. He was one of the best
Caucasian.
prosecutors in SA.
Yeah.
Now he's gone to the private sector.
Private sector.
also,
And private
yeah.
sector, though, you can't run away from private sector. in
You
SA.
can't.
The
That-
money is
yeah.
too nice. My chat is also, there's more incentive for me to want to leave. And if I want to make real change, it's better I leave than come back a stronger soldier.
Yeah.
Why? Because whenever we have a war or battle, you need to understand your role. Whenever we have war, there are those on the ground. Yeah? There are those that are on the ground literally fighting. And then there are those that are up there that are funding the war itself. Without the funders of the war, you don't have the money to buy the weapons. You understand?
Okay.
But without the fighters themselves on the ground shooting, you won't win the war. So both players are as important, but they're playing different roles.
Different roles. Yeah.
So do you-
I don't want to be the person at the forefront who's taking the bullet.
yeah.
And then I die in vain. Rather be the one that's actually helping from outside, because even with my outside knowledge, God willing, I can help the South African people. Why am I saying this? It's much easier to help from outside than it is
To help.
doing
help
inside.
Inside, yeah.
There's another example I wanted to make use of. I just forgot it. Damn it. But basically, you know that there's that situation. There's the example of when you're in the flight, right? In your flight, the airplane, like the airplane is about to crash. You know those things where you have to wear protective masks and whatnot,
Yeah.
sharp. I look at let's say I need to help SA in this context. I look at myself as a parent, no? And then SA in this context as a whole, as a child. A toddler that can't think, can't walk, and is reliant on me. And when I say me, I'm talking about those talented skilled people that always leave.
Yeah.
For you to be able to help that toddler, you first need to make sure that you have gathered enough oxygen and you are well equipped. What do most people do? Most people, they can tell they don't have oxygen, but they're not rational enough to get enough oxygen to save first themselves, then the toddler.
Yeah.
So what happens? They try saving the toddler. While in the pursuit of saving the toddler, you lose your air. The toddler now is reliant on nothing because they are a toddler and they don't know what to do in that situation.
Yes.
What happens there? Both parties die, Zukote.
Remo,
Sure.
I hear you, ne?
You don't, but
I do,
away.
trust me.
Away.
But in one of the ways that China was able to build its own economy was enslaving its own people.
Hey, my brother.
Not enslaving in such a way that we're putting them into slaves, but in sort of the people will work even if for now we cannot afford to pay them that much, right? They are working, not the slaves that we're talking
Yes,
about.
you know
Right?
what the problem
It's
is,
like
okay?
you enslaving ourselves in a household to make sure
That the
maybe
future
instead of-
generations is well taken care of.
Maybe instead of saying, let's eat out today, we will cook. They were enslaving themselves. Then how we as South Africans, when do we reach the point where we say, let's enslave ourselves and not go to other countries in order to build our own economy?
Not the problem with this is my problem with South Africa, and I've only lived in South Africa. You see, I'm sure when you're Chinese, when you're Jew, when you're Jewish, I don't know, when you're Caucasian, when it's time to lock in, it's like everyone is in harmony and you lock in. There's unity. With our people, dog, we're already behind. The system is against us. Which system? That's subjective. But people, we know the systems that are against us. Already we are behind. The problem I have with our own is whenever you're trying to fight the system, it's like climbing a ladder. Yeah? Whenever you're fighting the system, you use one hand to fight the system, then you use the other hand to fight this very same person you are trying to fight the system for. It's too much, Zukote.
Yeah, makes sense.
That is
Too much, Zukote. Why? Because the person that which you are trying to help, them in essence, they are the first to bash you. They are the first to attack you. What do I
we
mean?
oppress each other a lot.
What do I mean? In the Jewish community, please check this out. There is this other word. I think just check the Jewish. There's a Jewish term. I think I read from Vusi Tembukwai. There's this Jewish term that talks about togetherness and supporting. If in a Jewish community, that's why the Jews, James, when Jews start something, everyone eats. What happens is when you start off, they support you on the basis that you're first a Jew, right? So they support you and they make you grow and become better. So they support you intentionally. They support you intentionally and they help you grow along the way. Then you become big. Then everyone starts supporting you.
Yeah.
In SA, you start something, it's going to be your bruela that fights you. Zukote. It's going to be your own brother, your own sister, that's going to make sure that on social media, they're the first to tweet that your business is rubbish.
Yeah.
But maybe those are the problems that we need to work on dealing with, because now we will come up with, we have all the reasons to leave SA, right? They are valid. But then when are we going to say with all those valid reasons, we are fixing our own country now? We look into, you said like when they work on something in China, they come as a team, right?
Sure.
Everyone is committed towards the same goal, right? How are we getting our people to focus on that goal? Do we need a change in leadership? Because China is not a democratic state. I think
it's communism.
Communism. Maybe we also need communism where there's sort of a sense of dictatorship where when we say the whole country is focusing on this vision, like it or not, you're focusing on it, right?
Can I say something on that?
Communism.
I think the problem with that is that I'm not trying to generalize South Africans or whatever, but it's the thing whenever one wants to make it big, it's like the other one's like, why you? Why not me? And then we start to oppress each other. So sometimes it's not even a government thing. It's just like the state of a mind of a person.
But where did that mindset come from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. When
Yeah.
you look at where it come from,
Yeah.
you trace it back to what we always blame as South Africans of why are we not good apartheid?
Exactly.
But my chat is Steve Biko, I think, mentioned it, like decolonization of the mind.
Yeah.
Like, dear black child, you are capable. You
Exactly.
are worthy. Don't say exactly. That's not the general consensus.
No.
You can't say I'm spitting bars, but the general consensus. This is like, gents. Gents. This is not even I'm not a politician. I'm a businessman, gents. Like, I shouldn't be having these conversations, but genuinely, it's all here, gents. It's all here. And once you can't fix what's here, what you're saying, it won't happen. My chat is communism. Hey, communism with our leaders. I don't know, bro. I genuinely don't know. And for those that know, for those that want to try on our behalf. Me, I'm on a racist, me. My time schedule here, I have 80 years to live. I won't waste 50 of it just trying to push this narrative. I'm trying to fight. People die for this, Zikote. You understand? Like,
Maybe Remo, right?
people die.
Maybe Remo, we didn't. Okay, look, there's nothing we can do. We're all not politicians here, and we're not here to bash politicians, right? But then we have the power to use the same social media that we're not owning to produce content that will liberate the minds of the people, the black people, if we have to say, right? Same thing with China. That is what they are doing. We've heard that their TikTok is totally different from us.
Yeah.
While we are chasing trends, they are watching engineering, right?
Yeah.
We also need to do the same thing. That is how we do. We get it into the part of Steve Biko ways.
But do you think it's by mistake or it's intentional that things are the way that they are?
But then, and the thing is, if one person tries to do that, it's 100 people against that person.
Exactly.
You know? And it's that thing whereby he says, like, if you try to like bring change or anything like that, a lot of people straight to social media, they bash you. The very same TikTok that you're talking about, that's where they go. His brand is trash, wara. Those are, first of all, I feel like we need to change our mindset and we need to change how we view our people.
Fellow
For example,
brothers and
Remo started
sisters.
Dripanomics. There's someone out there saying, who does he think he is? About those type of things. Maybe that's what we need to change first. Change yourself before trying to like go into.
But you change for it during the process, during people bashing you. You look at how McG changed the industry for podcasting or media. The way he changed, there were people saying, can't tell him, right? What I'm looking for the solutions for South Africa. That not include running away from South Africa, right?
Also, even with a person like McG, shout out to McG. He has a podcast. He probably inspired us to do a podcast. So Penduga, shout out. Even McG.
Punish.
Yeah, but even McG in himself, he knows that he speaks, I think, because I used to listen to McG religiously, wholeheartedly. He was on some, but I just wish we owned our YouTube. McG at the end of the day gets paid by YouTube. Again, we are consumers of YouTube.
But
Let us create our own YouTube.
What he did was the starting point of changing the industry. After that whole YouTube thing, after like being big on YouTube, you know what he started?
What did
He
he
just did
start?
what he called the Chillers Market, which was the app.
Yeah,
for
for
to
chillers.
sell, where he's competing with Facebook Marketplace. Right? So
Okay.
there are solutions. Instead of leaving, my thing is, I want South Africans to focus on enslaving themselves to work for the country, not the enslaving way of like paid.
That is
Yeah,
a long
yeah.
shot.
I want them to work for the country. I want us to come together and work for the country. It's gonna take years.
Yeah, it's a
Same-
very long shot.
Yeah, but we must invest in it. We will
Maybe
run
as
out.
the new generation.
It starts
We
here.
are
It
the
starts
new.
here.
We are the
Yeah.
new generation.
Yeah.
So there is, as Remo, he's an entrepreneur, right? I'm saying to him, before you leave us, give us a chance. Try us and see.
Zukote. Listen, dog.
Loki has a point.
Chat, gents. My chat is, I feel as if it's better to make sure that you yourself are okay before you can start helping others. Way too many people try to put people on when they themselves are not put. Then no one gets fed. Let us make sure that there's this one guy that we can always rely on. And then he can continue to fund and make sure that he can educate and make sure that he is sorted so that we can maintain this thing. My chat is, there's no point of us being in the movement, in the motion, trying to pretend like we're on the street. The streets get cold, guys. Hi. I want real change.
Yeah.
You can see I don't talk. I do.
You
I
can
feel as
become-
if social media has this notion that whenever you don't speak about the things you do, you're not doing them. My chat, as I'm saying, let me do what I can. Let me grow as a person. Let me become a global brand if I can become a global brand. Or we become this global brand so that when we come back, we know that we have unlimited ammo. We are fighting a real war. You want me to go to a battle with knives? I'm seeing AK-47s. Come on, gents. Let me cook. Let me gather my weapons so that when we can go gun for gun, it's here you. This thing of me, I'm trying, the bazooka, poof. While I'm fighting, Zikot is dead. I'm dying too. The next generation would have forgot. They see Zikot and I failures. There's nothing to look up to. What then do we look up? Actually, in terms of South African youth, who do we even look up to as a people? In terms of entrepreneurs, in terms of business.
Okay, they are not youth. But okay, if you talk about youth, you can talk about the guy who owns Get Expo, right?
Yeah, Vitos, yeah, shout out.
Yeah, you can talk about
Laduma.
Laduma. Okay, DJ's voice is sort of like a hot man, but you
Vusi
can look
Tembekwayo,
in- Vusi
Loki.
Tembekwayo.
Speak, yeah.
But these people, they all had
People
all
to
had
look
all
at.
the excuses that you're saying, fighting a war with what? To go out.
Where's Vusi Tembekwayo? According to my understanding, I think Vusi Tembekwayo resides in Dubai.
He started where? We want to export the skills, not import them. When you go out in China, you will import your goods to South Africa. We wouldn't be the one exporting them to South Africa. When Mofire is produced in South Africa, we are the one producing it. The economy that is benefiting is us. Us producing Mofire and exporting it to China is benefiting our own economy. But producing Mofire in China and importing it in South Africa, it's benefiting with the Chinese economy.
Sharp.
We want you to build here
Shout
as
out
an entrepreneur.
Shout out to DJ's Boo, ne? Shout out to DJ's Boo. Like, him starting More Fire, clean. Like, I can't fight the brewer. More Fire is actually nice, I ain't gonna lie. So shout out to him. If he's manufacturing it local, SA, shout out to him. He's improving the local economy. He's doing what he can in his own capacity. How do I say this without... Dude, I just want...
Okay, I feel like maybe what you want to say is you want to go out there and get the knowledge and come back with the knowledge.
Perhaps, maybe. Maybe you're saying it in a
produce in
better
South
way.
Africa.
Maybe. If I still have the years. But my chat is, I can't produce with the knowledge I have. I need to see how the world operates and how it thinks. And then if I happen not to come back hard, yeah.
Okay.
Aha,
Can
yeah.
I? Because I feel like we're deviating a lot from China and getting to the political space. I just want to know because time is running out.
Yes, sir.
Pre-China, post-China,
Yeah,
in
man.
terms of being a leader, how do you think that has changed?
Lead
And-
as in me as a person in my own capacity? Or
No, CEO of Dripanomics. Because obviously I think
right.
you were very exposed to like the leadership style also in China. So how do you think that has evolved? And is it in a good way or a bad way?
my chat is, I genuinely think I'm the same person.
Okay.
Genuinely, I just now started taking myself more serious. We're in a race here. As much. So maybe at the big pre-China, I was just basically trolling, bro. I was like Dripanomics, we flying with emotion. That's much. Now we're on TV. Now we're on China. Now people know us. Now we're meeting with VCs. So you need to act in a manner that is right and just. As manje, we're operating at the highest level. and the standards are of this level, and if you're not on par, we cannot afford to make you take us down. We can't, because it's bigger than me. Maybe I was having fun with people because I'm laughing. Dripanomics to the world, it's a joke. Now it's literal. It's Dripanomics to the world, and there are people literally looking up to this. We have high school kids now we're tutoring, you know. We have older people inspiring. We're creating jobs. We registered. All of that is real information and is important, and one needs to act in a manner that is right and just. So in terms of leadership, I just feel as if I'm the same person, just more professional, just more results driven. Just wants to get things done, because that's what a good leader does. He makes sure that the goal is here, and he makes sure that he takes the team to that specific goal, or makes people see the same vision he has.
Okay.
Right? Sometimes it gets ugly, but at the end of the day, we all fam, right?
Club.
And then maybe as a person, like,
Yeah.
Thing is, as a person, I've always thought outside the box. I've always been creative. I've always been smart. I've always knew there's more to SA. But having been outside of SA like that, I'm like, damn, I haven't lived. I haven't lived. And like, I feel as if it's normal to, like, going to such places make you feel like, you know, in SA, when you stay in SA for too long, like, you start to think maybe my goals are a bit too much. Maybe boy, you already want to do this, but there's no that, there's no mkakasi. You get clouded. But when you go out there, you see how people are living. You're like, dude, this is possible. I can do it. Exposure. Exposure is everything. So yeah.
Okay. We're gonna wrap up the show now, but we just want like a little inspirational word that you can give
Damn.
to like the drippers.
Why are you trying to wrap it up so soon though? Like, you're making me sad.
Oh, sorry.
You're making me sad, but like,
you're
wait.
talking a lot.
I love talk. Thing is, I don't know when next I'm gonna be invited. People are gonna box me after this. After this,
No,
guys.
we're not boxing
I
you.
need
It's
to be in
just
Spain, Qatar, Malawi. I'm joking. I wish.
Man.
I wish.
We
But like,
international trips.
let's just make the most of this thing. Let's just finish the amount of minutes we have, because I genuinely don't know when I'm gonna come back. So yeah, but talk with the word of the day, and then maybe Sukote has a question or something.
okay. So before we wrap it up,
Yeah, of course.
do you have anything you'd like to say to the drippers in terms of your experience in China and how one can look into your journey and also be inspired by it?
Ish, you see now, when you say we are wrapping things up, I forgot the questions. Just repeat what you say. Ask one at a time. Now, ask one at a time.
Okay.
I heard inspired, dripper, but let's first start with the first one. You're saying what?
No, before I said let's wrap up the show,
Yeah.
I just said, Khare, is there anything you'd like to say to the drippers?
Okay, anything I'd like to say to the drippers? Black child, it's possible. Ends up, boy. Yo, ends up, boy. Like, I'm getting tired. Ends up, boy. Like, believe in yourself. Trust God's timing. Have faith in what you're doing. Have faith in God. And just operate at the highest level. Make sure you have the closest friends possible. Make sure your circle is tight. Make sure that when you pray, right? You pray for strength. You pray for guidance. And pray from protection. Because your enemies you know. But your close friends you don't. Make sure your circle is tight. Right? Another thing I'd like to say is, always remember, if you hang around people that don't, or that act like they don't know who you are, sometimes you yourself tend to forget who you are. So make sure your circle is tight. The people you chill with encourage you, they motivate you, they give you love, they give you passion, and you reciprocate the energy. Be a good person, good things will happen. The more you give, the more you receive. So I feel as if that's all I have to say to people. Just continue believing in yourself. It's possible, bro. I'm just chilling, working. People laugh, people cry. But when it's all said and done, they be like, oh, this is what you were doing. People like to play catch up. So as a leader or as a person who wants to do something meaningful, understand that what you're doing, generations coming after might understand, not the one you with.
Yeah, no.
It's like being a great artist. You know, it's like, you know, people appreciate art once the artist has passed away.
Yeah.
You know, this thing of giving flowers to people when they're dead and
Yeah.
not alive. It's real. If you want to become a person of change, don't do it for the flowers. The flowers will come when you're long gone. Because it's only when you're long gone do they then remember what they actually had and they missed. So that's it.
Inspirational.
And I'm trying. And also, well, there's a lot I'd like to say. Hey, operate, rest, I guess. It's important to rest. Hey, guys, fatigue is a real thing, you know. Rest. You know, rest.
Shout out to that.
Yeah, shout out. No, but hey, thing is, I'm lying to people because me, I say I say rest, but I operate.
Exactly.
Operate, gents. This thing of rest is a facade, but it gets tiring, eh? There's no shame in taking a break because you realize when you don't rest, there are certain situations you can't deal with clearly because you're just tired. If you just take a nap.
Moving like
Wake
a
up.
bullet train, man.
Hey.
But thing is, we're moving. So rest, it's important to rest. Make sure you stay humble, stay blessed, stay consistent, intentional, focus. Yeah, focus, I think, is what I want to leave with. Be intentional with what you do. Focus. You don't become great by doing one huge thing. It's the smaller things you do every single day when no one is watching. Nowadays, fame is disconnected with excellence. Understand? People are not known, or people are known, but their substance is nothing. And those that are actually doing the work, they're not given their flowers.
Yeah.
Just operate.
Like you said, don't do it for the flowers.
Don't do it for the flowers, boy. And thing is, one thing about people, they know. If you're working, the evidence will speak for itself. You can't buy influence. You can't buy emotion. You can't buy how you make people feel. If you stay true to yourself, whoever comes is real. They relate because you're being authentic. You're not faking it. This is my life. We don't sleep, us. Those that don't sleep, we know, Zikoto, we don't sleep. We are on the ground every single day. You don't like you can tell now I have corona now. You don't know. I'm just jokes. But I'm here. I'm going to cross night. We don't sleep, gents. We die for this. Some people, you know, there's this other American speaker. You want to become as successful as much as you want to breathe. But once you reach that stage where you want to be as successful as much as you want to breathe when you're drowning, you're gone. People want motivation, inspiration. That thing is like, you know, this is a waste of time. I'd rather do this. Consistency.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. But I think Zukote, you had a question.
It's not a question. It's a question. But for me, I would be taking you back into the business world, and you're a businessman.
I'd like to believe, yeah.
I'm not a politician, but I'm interested in politics.
Okay.
But what is most important is that I love this country and I want a South Africa that works for everyone, either black or white,
Pink,
orange or
Caucasian, orange,
and,
green.
And I don't want a country that is based on race that has been happening on Twitter.
Okay.
I want on merit. And on merit, you need to consider that some people were disadvantaged, so we still need to give them time to pick up.
Sure.
Right? As a businessman, in all your ideas and all how you plan to make your wealth and how do you ensure that you get successful, as a South African, I would want you to consider the country and to consider making most of your wealth in the country because it improves the country for everyone. I've realized that when white people complain about black people, they are not actually complaining about race. They are complaining about the miseducation. They are complaining about unemployment. They are complaining about crime. They are complaining about all those things, right? But if we can find a way through politics and business, because it's interconnected. You can never separate the two.
Interrelated, yeah.
Interrelated, right? If we can find a way through politics and business to build a country that is able to self-sustain and able to uplift everyone, we can lose all the race debate, the black and the white. That one dies as long as we have a country that is functional for everyone. So as a business person, right, please do not leave us. Work with us. Maybe I'll get into politics, right?
Yeah?
Maybe I'll get into politics. Then we work into building the country through business and through politics.
My chat is like, the aim is to never leave SA, but if it happens, it's not a. I just.
Even for greener pastures.
Yeah, looking for because Zukote Sharp, you said I'm not a politician. I'm not a businessman. I'm a business man. Understand? So it's different. So, for example, Zukote Sharp, I hear you telling me this. Who can I look up to in terms of from a business perspective or from an entrepreneurial perspective in South Africa, of someone that I can look up to or make reference that actually started a product, actually started a company, didn't inherit thing, not natural resources, not this, not board of director because you are related to that person, you're doing that. Real entrepreneurs, bar for bar, who in SA is that? Because most of my inspiration comes from abroad. People that actually create.
I think
There's the Steve Jobs, the Microsoft, Facebook. Bro, Alibaba. In SA, who do we have as reference?
I think you're looking at those companies because they are already big. So you want to
Zukote,
make it
in
big
SA,
as them.
in SA, who is creating something? I don't want...
Nando's created something. DJ Sbu is creating something. They were not talking about tenders, right?
Shout out to Zbu. Actually, I need to give DJ Zbu his flowers. What he's doing is actually goated.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's no tender. There's just pure product. He's pushing it. He's there. He's always selling there. But I hear you.
Galax boy.
Galax boy. Maklosa.
Makosa. There is a lot of South Africans that are doing amazing things out there. It's just that they are not on the mainstream media. They are not on TikTok trends because that one will never trend. But if you can take your time to study the South African business, you can find motivation.
Nah, shut up.
Trust me.
Shut up. No, I already have little, like, maybe it's just Americans, just influential. My chat is, I'm tired, bro. I want global, bro. And, bro, the founders of Monster, if I'm mistaken, I think one of them is South African.
Yeah, South African.
Does he stay in South Africa?
I'm not sure.
Just check. If he doesn't, gents, like, I don't want to, like, I hear you, but me, I want global Zikote.
Maybe.
I'm tired. I don't want to start micro, start with the P. No. If me, it's possible. I'm only starting small because that's what I have to. And physically, that's what I can do. Me, I'm already thinking, Ejo, how can I make sure... Facebook, for example. This is America. This is my dream. And if I fail at that dream, let me fail trying. I'm not trying to be that rapper, that SA rapper that's comfortable with local. I'd rather be that nasty C that tries to make it overseas, fails, and then comes back and then bambisas. Sharp, he failed, or quote unquote he failed, but who are you to say he failed when you couldn't even get to that point?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
I'm trying to be that person of Facebook has like, let's say 2 billion users. I'm talking global impact. I am here now. We have like, I don't know, 400, 500, 600 paying customers, Dripanomics. Why am I absurd for thinking that we can have, if we're 7 billion, I only want 1% of the population. I think that's 7 million or 70 million. That's what I'm thinking, Zukote. And if that's too crazy, at least let me be too crazy, because I know even if I fail, where I fail and where I land, compared to where other people are thinking, Zukote, I've already achieved, because it's a mindset thing.
Remo. In that mindset, right?
Yeah.
This is my last point. In that mindset, you look at how you grew up. You grew up watching American things. That is why you fixated into the American thing, that you can only do it if you're in America, if you're in China.
Who's done it in SA though, to that global perspective?
That is why I say if you have taken time to study the South African,
you have clearly named them. I will wait.
Then when we name them, obvious, we'll be naming the famous brands, because I haven't went into it like your Nando's.
Okay, shout out.
But then you'll say, they had resources, right? But if you can take time, your mind is already out of South Africa.
Okay,
And
you know what?
it's
Wait.
programming from an early young age. You're not here. You think it's impossible when you're here.
Sharp.
But if you can reprogram,
Guys.
you can be
Guys.
Wait. Let me say this. We're running out of time, ne? I see you want me to take my time to do the research. You do the research yourself because clearly you are interested. Then you'll give me the names next time we speak. And if there's no names of great reference, then you're proving my point. Sharp.
We'll
Okay,
just
sharp.
conclude it like that.
All right.
Okay, we'll come back to the conversation another time.
Yes,
But
sir.
for now, we have to close up the show because time is running out.
Of course.
But Drippers, don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms at Dripanomics Tutorials on Instagram, on TikTok. And also, don't forget to join the tutoring company. Just pay that $250 for those distinctions, enriching lives of children and students through education, both high school and university. Thank you and good night.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Dripanomics to the world. Yay.